lahat. Happy Labor's Day! Sa araw na ito, ating bigyan ng parangal ang lahat ng mga manggagawa sa buong mundo, lalo na ang mga manggagawang Pilipino. Maswerte tayo sa hapong ito na pinaunlakan ang ating imbitasyon ng dalawang eksperto para kanilang ibabahagi sa atin ang kanilang pananaliksik patungkol sa kalagayan ng mga individual na may Down Syndrome. Halina at samahan ang InkluNasyon sa natatanging episode sa hapong ito. Ating wini-welcome ang lahat ng ating mga tagapakinig mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, mga magulang, mga advocates, mga ahensya ng gobyerno, na sana samahan tayo at unawain ano ba ang kalagayan at pwedeng magawa sa ating mga kapatid na may Down Syndrome. Bago ang lahat, panoorin muna natin ang isang video patungkol sa isang babaeng may Down Syndrome.
Ako po si Mami Rowena Iramento. Mami Beng po ang tawag niya sa akin. Ating president po ako ng Down Syndrome Association. Samahan po sa Mandaluyong ng mga magulang na may mga anak na Down. At si Rosan po, ang anak ko, ay 24 years old na siya. Ang habi ni Rosan, pag walang pasok, nakikinig ng songs. Tapos nag-drawing. Sa community, si Rosan talaga popular to kasi friendly to eh. Mahilig din siya sa mga bata. Pero siya yung nag-aaral siya, hindi ko na siya hinahatid. Pag galing sa bahay, diretso. Tapos tatawag ako sa teacher niya kung nandiyan na. Tapos pag uwi, diretso pa rin. O kaya pag nandun pa sa school, daanan mo, sabay tayo. So, ina-advisean ko rin yung mga parents. Huwag ibigay-bitok yung mga bata. Bigyan nyo maraming time. Huwag nyo kasi working na sa school. Ipapakbahan nyo sa school. Iba yung sa school, iba yung sa bahay nyo. Sabi ko pang gano'n. Si Rosan sa school pa, doon na siya nag-start nung meron na siyang nagpa-practice na magbenta. May-training sila na, nagluluto sila, tapos yung niluto nila, inaalok nila sa sa school din, by room. Minsan umaabot pa sila sa amin. At pinayagan naman ng principal namin na magtinda siya ng pandesal. In-stop ko nga si Rose nung school kasi nga gusto ko naman level up. So we attended yung Happy Walk sa Disapi. We attended that kasi meron doon interview. Ginagawa silang job interview for ng mga batang may Down. So sabi ko, sige, grabe natin chance. So, in-interview. Binigyan kami ng Unilab ng chance through Project Inclusion na interviewin ulit siya para puntahin sa Unilab dun sa office nila. Yun, nagulat ako nung sinabi nga ni Ma'am Ange na tanggap siya. Diba? Parang wow, parang level up. Although before, ang start namin kasi parang part-time. Kasi baka hindi nila kayanin yung 8 hours. Caravan Foods, Group Incorporated, located at Makati. Isa siyang company na nag-hire ng mga batang may kapansanan like Down Syndrome, mga PPA, almost ganon yung mga trabahador nila. Si Rose, alam mo ba, ang tuwan-tuwa ako kasi first salary niya. Kasi nakikita niya ako before nag-hand wash siya kay Manuel. Para hindi ka na mahirapan, bumili ka ng washing machine. That's yung first gift niya, sa first sweldo niya sa akin. Yun. Ang second sweldo niya, napunta sa ate niya kasi nanganak yung ate niya, yung pamangkin niya, nasa ospital. So sabi niya, yung sweldo ko bigay mo kay ate pabili ng gamot para sa pamangkin ko. Very happy kami, naging anak namin si Rosan kasi masayahin, mabait, at palagi niya kami nire-remind, linggo ngayon, Charles Day. Very, yan ang gusto-gusto ko sa anak ko. God-fearing din tayo. Nung nagkasakit na ako, Papa Lord, galingin mo mama ko, ayoko mawawala sa mama, yung sakit niya, ganyan-ganyan. Yun lang yun, di ba? Hindi lang si mama, lahat na pati mga pangking ko, kuya ko, ate ko, pinsang ko, lahat naka-describe. Hindi siya mapagbigay na bata at wala masabi. Nung nagkatrabaho si Rosan, talagang saya-saya ko, yes. Sabi ko, parang dream come true ko. Hindi pala yung kapansanan ng anak ko, hindi nagiging balakid yung kapansanan ng anak ko para magkaroon ng trabaho. At hindi na trabaho, permanent na, regular na. Si Rosan, ang dream ko, na fulfilled na.
I'm Arvin Visitasyon. I'm the area manager of the North area for the Caravan Food Group, Incorporated. It started with LA, which is founded by our CEO, Francis Carl G. Reyes, in 2017. Our first brand is the Elite, and then later on we come up with another brand, the Overdose. With Elite, we support the local farmers and we promote our advocacy in inclusivity and diversity in workplace. That's why we hire differently able people, usually the person with autism and Down syndrome. First, we affiliate with some organization. We get referrals from them, and then with their referrals, we look for those applicants na malapit sa mga branches na will open para mas accessible ka sa kanila. Si Rosan, of course, from UNILAB, very jolly. So sometimes binibiro ko nga siya, why ka na kasi hindi ka ba masaya? Lagi niya sinasabi na masaya siya, nag-work siya. Tapos every time na we have like customer to bring yung orders, lagi siyang nag-suggest na siya na yung magdadala. Very jolly siya. We're so happy to share that we have some deaf partners and differently able employees. You can rest assured that once these people given a chance, they will cherish such opportunity. They will put to their heart that there's company who will give them this opportunity.
Iyan mo sa video, sir. Ay, nalalit naman. Ay, naman po, paano na yun? Nalalit tayo. Okay, magandang hapon po. Can you hear me, Karanil?
Loud and clear, Teacher Ron.
Alright, napakaganda ng boses ni Karanil talaga at naganda ng ating simula ngayong hapon. Sa tulad nga po ng nasabi ni Karanil, it's Labor Day and this is our way of celebrating Labor Day. At nagpapasalamat po kami sa Resources for the Blind dahil andito kami ngayon. And of course, si Karanil and si Teacher, ang ating mga guests ngayon ay nandito. So simulan na po natin ang ating forum. Sorry for that technical glitch and thank you, Ron. Ito po si Daryl to introduce our guests for this afternoon. Daryl?
Hello po, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Good
para po sa ating unang panauhin, Mrs. Maria Yolanda Michelle Bautista Abundo, better known as Teacher Landa, is a sought-after special education consultant with over 20 years of work experience in the field. Grabe, ang tagal na po. She graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Social Science, major in behavioral studies from the University of the Philippines, Manila. She completed her master's degree in education, major in special education at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. Shortly after, she finished a social entrepreneurship training program for professionals at the Ateneo de Manila University's School of Government. Teacher Landa is the former executive director of the Learning Center, a non-stock, non-profit special education center for children, adolescents, and adults with special needs. Only 24 years old, in 2002, she became the school's youngest director. Her master's thesis was published in the Research Journal in Special Education and Independent Living. She likewise completed the support system for persons with disabilities course under the Japan International Cooperation Agency Training Program for Young Leaders 2011. In September 2019, she stepped down as directress to prioritize the best interest of her son, who was born extremely premature at only 26 weeks. Currently, she is the Special Needs Coordinator of Maria Montessori Children's School Foundation, an inclusive school. And at present, she develops and manages the school's special needs office, including its supplementary support programs and services for diagnosed and at-risk students. In addition, she likewise owns an advice blog carrying her name, where she publishes free professional recommendations on various issues concerning the development and education of both exceptional and neurotypical learners. Teacher Landa is a staunch and relentless advocate for special needs sector. She is regularly requested to give seminars or present in conferences on various special education topics of interest. She has likewise been a resource person for various publications on special education and childhood development. Mga kanasyon, atin pong i-welcome si Teacher Landa. Hi po, Teacher Landa. Magandang hapon po.
Teacher Landa, good afternoon.
Good afternoon po. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat.
Okay po, thank you po sa pagpapaunlak sa amin. Ang atin naman pong susunod na panauhin, si Miss Rosaline Marie Gison Sorongon or Teacher Mai. She earned her master's degree in education, major in special education from the University of the Philippines, Diliman. She was a former school director of the Center for Autism and Related Disorders in Las Piñas City and former member of the Education Committee of Autism Society Philippines, wherein she was specifically involved in the early detection and early intervention program of the organization as speaker or trainer for barangay health workers and daycare teachers. Her professional career as a specialist teacher started with her experience as an applied behavior analysis or ABA practitioner to Filipino children with autism under the supervision of a trained ABA professional from California, USA. Armed with decades of experience in teaching persons with autism and helping their families cope with this condition, Teacher Mai conducts orientations and trainings to parents and professionals on autism and other developmental disabilities and on home management program. She was a consultant of NORFIL Foundation partners for inclusive development on their home-based programs for indigent Filipino children with disabilities and their families in the different parts of the country. Teacher Mai was also part of the research team who conducted 2 researches on Down syndrome, namely the situations of Filipinos with Down syndrome in selected areas of the Philippines, as well as determinants of employability of persons with Down syndrome, both commissioned by NORFIL and funded by its foreign partners. Aside from these involvements, Teacher Mai finds fulfillment in her role as a facilitator of Siblings Camp or SIBS Camp, a support group activity for siblings of persons with disabilities since 2009. The SIBS Camp was a result of her 2008 postgraduate research entitled The Concerns of Adult Siblings of Persons with Autism. These endeavors led her to be invited as a resource speaker for the topic on siblings of persons with disabilities. Mga kanasyon, atin pong i-welcome si Teacher Mai. Hi po, Teacher Mai.
Hi, thank you, Daryl. Hello po. Hi, Sir Ronel. Hello
Yeah,
again.
good afternoon.
Hello
Good afternoon.
again.
Hello again. Oh, it's nice to be with you.
I know.
And Teacher Landa. Grabe. Ha? Anyway, co-host din natin. Kasama natin si Karanil and Ma'am Celia all throughout. So, simulan natin tong inyong magandang research na ginawa. Ano? Unang-una, who will give the background of the research?
I can-
Bakit? Please,
Teacher
teacher.
Mai pa. Yeah.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, oo. Kasi ako po yung ako yung mauna kasi yung magsasalita sunod yung boss ko, si Teacher Landa.
I'll go ahead.
The floor
Sige,
will be
sige.
hers later. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. To give a quick background on this research on the determinants of employability of persons with Down syndrome. In fact, this is a continuation of the first Down syndrome research conducted also by NORFIL last 2018 pa, no? And at that time, Daryl mentioned it a while ago, the research at that time, the title was a study on the situations of Filipinos, or rather persons with Down syndrome in some selected areas in the Philippines. And then one of the findings that we had from that research, there was one section there wherein we did discuss about employment, and natawa nga ako because when I went through it again, just a little bit, refresher. So ko, ilang pages lang pala yung page
Tungkol sa
on employment. And if we compare it to the other so-called rights, the other pages, ang dami. But when it came to the right to work, kaunti lang yung pages, because for me, mainly, I recall, just a little further background about it. What we discovered at that time in the first Down syndrome research, in relation to work and employment, there were, I think, around 17 adults with Down syndrome who did participate. Out of the 17, 10 were still in the so-called self-contained setting or setup in the public school, So imagine, they're adults already. Ideally, they were supposed to be being groomed, Nasa, nga alam ko ang tawag dyan ni Teacher Landon, dapat nasa transition program na yan, from school to work,
Yeah,
They were still in the self-contained, still doing writing, coloring, cutting.
Yes,
And
yes.
when parents were asked, parang any discussion with you or any mention about transition program, they were in a way clueless, or not exactly clueless. They did get to hear about the word transition already, pero hindi nila ma-describe. I recall one of the parents saying, pag transition ho, ayan yung nagluluto. Di hanggang doon na lang. So that's 10. Now, these 6 naman, the 6 adults with Down syndrome, they decided to stop studying because most of them were getting bored already. So the parents were
paulit-ulit.
Nasabi nila, what's the use of sending, yung dinadala pa yung anak ko sa school na it was being, the boredom was being manifested already in their behavior. So sabi ng magulang, kung lagi lang magtatantrum sa anak ko, ba't ko pa dadalhin? So nasa bahay na lang yung 6. At dun sa out of the 17, may isa lang nagtatrabaho. Nagtatrabaho siya within their neighborhood, their community, and I think in 2 stores, parang convenience store, I think the other one parang talipapa siya, but the reason why he was able to find work, kasi out of the goodness of the ninong niya yung isang may-ari. Tapos yung isang may-ari naman, I think good friend ng parents, siguro out of, sabihin na natin, awa, parang, sige na nga inaanak, halika, mag-extra ka dito sa akin. O sige na nga, anak ng aking kumpare at kumare, halika, extra ka dito. So it was out of awa. Although I recalled interviewing those 2 store owners, sabi nila, we see his potential, pero sayang awa kami. Imbes pa ikot-ikot lang, banjing lang here.
Tama.
Parang halika na lang, let's parang tulong ka na lang dito. But so the one that propelled them to get this adult was really out of pity, out of awa. So because of that, I'm pretty sure, well, the reason that the reason why there is a second research right now focusing on employment. I think NORFIL, that was one of the challenges that was given to NORFIL. What do we do with this? No, knowing that it is a reality and it is I believe, I mean, Sir Ronel, you've been in the disability sector for the longest time ever. You know the situation of the disability sector when it comes to employment, when it comes to work, when it comes to livelihood. No? So I think that's the reason why NORFIL is sige, let's do another research, but this time we will now solely focus on
employment. Yeah. And the reason why nga I'm going to Australia para pag-usapan yung economic empowerment ng persons with disabilities.
Okay,
diba?
okay, yes.
Oh, so okay, so can we now go to the researcher? Or meron ba tayong video, Karanil, for
I think there's a slide that will be shown. But before Sir Ed will show the emergent framework, no, Teacher Landa will begin from that, Sir Ronel, no. So just a little bit background more, no, about what we did here in our in the second Down syndrome research. There are around 5 groups, diba, Teacher Lance, no? 5 groups na sabi namin nga, parang ang itong research na to, parang ang dami siya, no? It's so big na parang within this big research, small researches can still be further done because imagine 5 groups that were studied, no? So basically, the first group was the persons with Down syndrome. They were around 13 of them who participated. And then the second group was the family composed of the parents, the siblings who were really directly, no, taking care, monitoring.
This 13. Of this 13.
Of this 13. So, and then followed by the schools and organizations represented by the job coaches. Nakahanap kami ng job coaches, around 11 of them. And then, really, that's one we're so grateful for the employers, no? Nakahanap kami 10 of them who were willing to participate also in the research. And then the last group is basically the government. So government comprised of that's of course DOLE, TESTA, there's NCBA, LGUs, no?
Mga kaibigan nyo ni Dijeron.
Mga kaibigan ko ba? Kayo talaga.
Okay, so that's it, Sir Ronel. I think we're ready, Teacher Lance, for the emergent framework, no?
Okay, sige, can you do that? Yes, good afternoon, Teacher Landa.
Good afternoon, Sir DJ.
Go ahead, please.
Okay po, no? So as Teacher Mai mentioned, no? So itong research na to, what we endeavored, what we attempted to do was really involve 5 different groups. And para sa amin, ang pinaka-importante sa grupo, sa 5 grupo na napanggit,
Teacher Landa, sir, yan. Nandyan na, sinushow na, Dijeron, no, ano?
Yes, yes.
I can see it now.
Emergent framework. Yan yung ipapaliwanag ni Teacher Landa. Go, Teacher Landa.
Go ahead, Teacher Landa.
Alright. So ito pong ating emergent framework, ito po yung lumabas, no, sa aming ginawang pagsasaliksik, no, sa aming ginawang pag-aaral. Ito yung mga lumabas na iba't ibang factors o iba't ibang either support or barriers, no, sa employability o sa pagtatrabaho ng ating mga persons with Down syndrome. So tulad nung nabanggit ni Teacher Mai kanina, we attempted nga to involve the different groups o the iba't ibang sektor sa isang buhay ng isang taong may Down syndrome, para makita natin ano ba yung iba't ibang factor, no, na nakaka-influensya, nakakatulong o hindi nakakatulong para makapagtrabaho yung ating mga persons with Down syndrome. So nabanggit ko siya kanina, no, nandiyan yung person with Down syndrome mismo, yung pamilya niya, yung eskwelahan niya, yung kanyang mga employer, at saka yung government. So sa 5 grupong ito, I'm very proud, no? I'm very proud of our team na nakakuha nga kami ng mga persons with Down syndrome themselves to participate in the study. Kasi sa amin, napaka-importante na sila mismo tatanungin natin, ano ba sa pagtatrabaho ang gusto mo? Ano bang nakakapagpasaya sa'yo? Ano bang hindi nakakapagpasaya sa'yo? Bakit mo ba gustong magtrabaho? Gusto mo bang magtrabaho sa umpisa pa lang? Para makita natin at para maipaliwanag natin, lagi kong sinasabi, yung mga persons with Down syndrome, minsan ang tingin natin sa kanila, forever children. No? Ang tingin natin sa kanila, habang buhay na lang silang cute, habang buhay na lang silang bata. Pero dapat natin tandaan na nagmamature sila, tumatanda sila, tulad ng lahat ng tao. at dumadating yung punto sa buhay nila na gusto nilang magtrabaho. So, kailangan sila mismo yung tatanungin natin, ano bang nakaka-apekto sa desisyon nila para makapagtrabaho. No, so, dito sa ating emergent framework, naka-enumerate yung mga lumabas nga sa research. Ang ginawa namin research is very qualitative. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, gumamit kami ng mga interviews, in-depth interviews, key informant interviews sa ating mga respondents or sa ating mga participants. No? So, tinanong natin talaga mismo yung ating mga kasama sa research kung ano-ano ba yung tingin nila sa iba't ibang bagay na umiikot nakaka-apekto nga sa kanilang pagtatrabaho. So
Teacher Landa, saan galing itong mga respondents ninyo, yung 13 persons with Down syndrome?
Okay, so yung karamihan sa ating mga respondents ay galing din sa mga partner organizations ng NORFIL, no, sa mga partner communities ng NORFIL. Very instrumental dito si Teacher Mine kasi talagang siya yung nakipag-usap sa iba't ibang mga organization, iba't ibang mga grupo na katrabaho din ng NORFIL para dito. Tama ba ako, Teacher Mine? May idadagdag na
And aside from that, we'd like to, I think this is our time also to acknowledge, no? Also actually the PDAW po, Sir Ronel, no? They've been very helpful, and hindi na ako mahiya kasi dapat lang talaga pasalamatan sila. Specifically, I'd like to mention PDAW Carmona, PDAW Mandaluyong, and then Taguig. Ang laki ho ng tulong. Talagang laki hong assistance binigay po nila sa amin po.
So yung respondents are from NCR and Region 4A?
Mostly, Sir Ronel. Mostly. But we have a few from Visayas. Visayas. By the way, we forgot to mention Teacher Lance, no? Sir Ronel, we did this at the nung nag-pandemic. Yeah, it was really a challenge for the entire team, no? It's not just only Teacher Landa is our team captain, and then we have another member who, in fact, right now, I know she is listening, and we would like to acknowledge her also. Her name is Miss Lailani David, but she's better known as Miss Bing. I know she's listening to us right now.
Si Bing.
Sir Ronel, you know her. Nakikinig po siya ngayon. Nakikinig siya.
Hi, Bing. Long time no see, Bing. Grabe ka.
Go ahead,
okay,
Teacher Lance.
and can we go to, so mostly NCR 4A and some from the Visayas, no? Sabi mo client ng NORFIL. Ano yung mga 3 striking findings na pwede nating pag-usapan sa remainder of our time, Teacher Landa?
Okay, so siguro, DJ, ang gagawin ko, sa PDS, halimbawa, focus natin sa PDS, sa ating persons with Down syndrome rather, no? Dito nakita natin, lumalabas din yung kanilang sariling motivation. Meron din sila sariling motivation sa pagtatrabaho. Ano yun? Yung kanilang pagkakaroon ng sariling income. Iisipin natin, hindi nila tinitingnan yan, hindi nila kinoconsider yan. Pero kung babalikan natin yung video kanina na pinakita ng NORFIL, doon makikita natin na gusto din nilang magkaroon ng sariling kita para matulong sa kanilang pamilya, para matustusan yung pangangailangan ng pamilya at matustusan ng sariling pangangailangan, yung mga gusto nila, no? Lumalabas din dyan yung interest nila, saka yung gusto nila. Pagka gusto nila or interesado sila sa trabaho, mas masaya sila. Tulad din natin, no? Tulad ng isang typical na tao, no? Na pag gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, interesado ka doon, mas napupursige ka sa trabaho mo. Nakaka-apekto din yung sarili nilang abilidad, no? Yung kung ano yung mga kasanayan nila, yung napag-aralan nila nung sila ay nasa eskwela pa, kung ano yung natutunan nilang mga skills, so nakaka-apekto rin yan. Meron ba silang hard skills na tinatawag na natutunan? May soft skills na natutunan na nakaka-apekto rin. So lumalabas din, pagdating sa pamilya, yung involvement ng pamilya, napaka-importante. Pati din yung priorities ng pamilya. Doon din makikita, paano magkakaroon, ano yung magiging trajectory, kumbaga, kung ano ba yung prognosis ng isang person with Down syndrome, depende sa mga prioridad ng pamilya niya. Kung priority ng pamilya, halimbawa na magkaroon siya ng early intervention, na ma-expose siya, madala siya sa therapy, mas nagkakaroon din ng mas magandang prognosis, no? Mas magandang outcome para sa kanila na makapagtrabaho sila.
Gaano karami doon sa respondents ang pamilya na nagnanais na magkatrabaho yung yung miyembro nila, or meron din bang pamilya na hindi may Down syndrome nga anak ko, o hayaan na lang natin dito sa bahay? Ano yung may mga ganung direksyon bang nakuha ang respondents?
Karamihan sa ating mga family respondents, gusto nila magkaroon ng trabaho ang kanilang mga anak. Karamihan ng mga sumama sa ating study kasi talagang yun yung gusto nilang goal, maging independent ang kanilang mga anak, makapagtrabaho. Pero dito rin papasok, Sir DJ, yung kung ano yung importansya din ng network ng pamilya. Meron ba siyang support group? Meron ba siyang mga kakilala na mga katulong sa kanya? May mga family groups ba siyang sinasabihan? At pati yung access nila sa informasyon, Kasi dito din lumalabas, nung pinag-aralan namin yung family involvement and concern, dito din lumalabas, merong mga ibang pamilya na sobra yung tinatawag natin cuddling, yung masyadong overprotective, sa kanilang mga anak, So katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, ilan ba sa kanila, marami sa kanila gustong magtrabaho yung anak, pero nandun pa rin, may konting ito yung minsan, gusto nilang makapagtrabaho yung anak nila, gusto nilang maging independent, pero minsan overprotective.
Natatakot sila sa sistema, sa syudad.
Lumabas yun. Lumabas yun, yung overprotective.
Nakaka-influensya rin ba kung ang tinatanong ay babae o lalaki o hindi naman?
Sa aming study, parang very equal naman yung parang halos pareho lang yung number namin ng mga lalaki at mga babaeng participants,
Correct.
And parang more or less equal lang yung distribution. Hindi namin nakita yung kung nakaka-apekto ba yun. Primarily also siguro kasi Sir DJ, 13 lang sila Kaya yung isang recommendation talaga namin is mas malaking research pa after this, na siguro mas marami talagang participants para mas makita pa natin kung nakaka-apekto ba yung kanilang gender, sa pagkakaroon ng trabaho.
Before we go to the findings and recommendations, kasi ang karamihan, puntahan ko yung gobyerno. Kasi sabi nyo, yung respondent, yung pamilya niya, and yung gobyerno. Yes. Nung kasing inintroduce ko yung aking project sa Batangas Provincial Government, sabi nung mentor ko, bakit kagagawa pa ng programa? Meron tayong programa para sa mga may kapansanan. Sabi niya, meron naman tayong livelihood, pinapautang natin sila. Tapos ganyan. Pero anong mga sagot ng gobyerno nung tinanong nyo sila sa mga questionnaires niyo? Ano ang kanilang reaction? Ano ang kanilang dahilan? Bakit walang masyadong opportunity para sa persons with Down syndrome at sa persons with disabilities in general?
Jeron, kung pwede mo na akong magtanong.
Yes,
gaano
please.
Ang tanong ko, gaano kahirap o kadali kumuha ng mga taga-gobyerno sa pananaliksik na ito?
Nahirapan ba kayo sa taga-gobyerno?
Team captain na lang yung sasagot.
Siguro yun po yung magiging sasagot namin, Medyo na naging struggle po para sa amin na makakuha din talaga ng representative who can give us yung categorical na sagot,
answers.
Talaga, yung categorical answers. Meron din po kasi naging pagkakataon na ipinapa-check na lang po sa amin ng website, para doon namin.
As if may laman yung website,
kung ano ang mandato, nung ating mga iba't ibang agency. So, siguro po to answer it very briefly, medyo nahirapan po talaga kami. And a lot for majority of the national agencies that we reached out to, yung madalas po email back yung sinend sa amin na mga sagot, Mas nakakuha po kami talaga ng significant or substantial na sagot from RPDAO. Doon po talaga kami nakakuha ng mas, kasi siguro sila yung mas on the ground talaga, At dito magko-connect, Sir DJ, kung bakit yung isa sa major findings namin under the government is policy aspirations and implementation gap. Kasi dito talaga lumalabas na yung mga nakasaad sa ating batas, nakasaad sa ating mga framework, sa ating mga parang parang motherhood statements, hindi umaakma sa kung ano yung nangyayari on the ground. So yun yung isa talaga sa major issue na nakikita namin. Parang hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng tamang monitoring and evaluation kung tumutugma ba yung mga policies in place, natutugunan niya ba yung mga pangangailangan ng ating mga persons with Down syndrome and persons with other developmental conditions.
Okay.
Opo,
Well, oo. Sa inyong pagsasaliksik, anong isa o dalawang dahilan nakikita ninyo? Bakit ang layo ng gap ng policy sa implementation?
Lumabas din dito yung medyo siguro may konting kakulangan with more public consultation. Kailangan mas klaro kasi kasama yun sa monitoring and evaluation mechanisms na lumabas under sa policy and implementation gap. Na sana mas nakikinig doon sa mga taong dapat kung kanino dapat umutugon yung mga batas na ginagawa at yung mga patakaran or policies na ginagawa. So dapat pakinggan. Meron kami isa or dalawang mga participants na natuwa sila na nakinig kami mismo doon sa ating persons with Down syndrome kasi kadalasan ng mga pag-aaral na ginagawa natin about our persons with disabilities or persons with developmental conditions, kadalasan ang tinatanong magulang, teacher, di ba? Hindi madalas tinatanong yung person mismo na merong developmental condition. So, dapat ngayon na yung panahon, makinig din tayo sa sasabihin nila para alam natin, matugunan talaga natin ano yung pangangailangan nila. No? So, yun yung, I think yun yung importanteng takeaway din namin from the whole study.
And plus
Okay.
a little,
Yes,
I'm
Teacher
sorry,
Mai. Please.
Sir Ronelia, and just a little addition also to what Teacher Landa said, no? Because I recalled also for the government, I think it was also mentioned a few times by our respondents that I think one of the issues also, pag nagpapalit-palit na yung term, there's no continuity.
Walang continuity. Yes,
So,
yes.
if ever there's, let's say, the new set of officials coming in or sitting in, so nila parang as if there's a new thing that will be done again, wherein what was done before, it has not been thoroughly implemented and even assessed, and then when the new set of officials coming in will be sitting down already, taking in their positions, parang scrap out daw lahat. That's why some of them, because a few of our respondents, I think they took the liberty already to be advocates, to do something also. So somehow they, in their own little ways, they take part also. Exactly what you do, Sir Ronel, no? Di ba? Parang sige, lobby or what, no? So they're also getting frustrated. So niya, we're gonna start from scratch again because there are new sets of officials coming in. Can't we study first what has been proposed or what is basically being done? No? Let's evaluate. Let's try it out first, evaluate. Pero hindi ganun.
Actually, merong merong politikang kasama at merong katamaran ng bureaucracy, Yung politika, siyempre, pag nakikita ni Mayor na ang advocate niya, kalabang ko ng eleksyon, definitely hindi papansinin yan. Kaya dapat pumasok yung bureaucracia. Papaliwanag ng mga may item, kaya nga may item sa gobyerno at may coterminus, Yung may item, yan ang part ng bureaucracia. Doon dapat i-advocate ng bureaucracia at tuturuan yung bagong dating na elected officers para nang sa ganon hindi masira yung magandang ginawa. At ang gagawin ng bureaucracy dapat ay iakma doon sa program of governance nung bagong dumating. Diba? Sana ganon, Okay, anyway, tuloy tayo doon sa Karanil, meron pa ba tayong mga video na ipapakita, sir?
Yeah. Okay na tayo, DJ Ron, for lang. The time now is 3:50.
Okay, so maybe
late, no? Siguro pwede naman tayo
my fault yun.
Kahit na kunti naman.
Yeah, that's my fault, Bakit tayo na late?
It's okay, DJ Ron, no? Ano talaga yon? Ganito kasi talaga pag live, di ba? May mga technical concerns tayo.
Okay.
Understandable. It's understandable.
Oo, so can we extend mga 15 minutes? But kasi interesado ako dun sa bago ko ibigay kay Ma'am Celia, ano yung mga recommendations ng research at ano ang gagawin ng NORFIL being the being the prime mover of this research, out of the recommendations and findings from the research, simulan natin yung most telling findings, Teacher Landa. Ano-ano ba yung mga nakita nating rekomendasyon na pwede nating pagkunan ng mga doables from this research?
May several recommendations kami, no, Sir DJ. Yung isang, kasi lahat ng findings na yon may implications yon in terms of ano ba yung intervention na dapat ibigay sa ating mga persons with Down syndrome, yung kind of family education and empowerment, no? Ano yung klase ng vocational assessment na dapat natin gawin para sa ating mga persons with Down syndrome para mailagay natin sila sa mga tamang trabaho na angkop sa kanilang kakayanan, angkop sa kanilang interest, no? Para talagang mag-thrive sila, no? Maging successful sila. So kasama yan dun sa ating mga recommendation, no? So sana magkaroon ng, kung sa NORFIL, halimbawa magkaroon ng vocational assessment services, no, na pwedeng ibigay sa ating mga working age persons with Down syndrome, magkaroon ng mas relevant yung practical na transition program, lalo na sa ating mga public schools, no? Sa tulong din ng PIDAO, dapat medyo may konting alignment, no? Ano ba yung mga nakikitang trabaho para sa kanila? Ano ba yung available sa ating community? Paano natin sila iti-train doon sa mga trabahong yon para pagkatapos sila mag-aral, talagang ma-absorb din sila ng businesses who are willing to employ them, no? Yung continuous na family education and empowerment, napaka-importante. Hindi dapat tayo natatapos na hanggang early intervention lang yung ating ibigay na suporta sa ating mga families, no, ng persons with Down syndrome. Dapat continuous. Pag naging adolescent na, ano dapat yung mga programa, ano dapat yung mga gagawin. Pag nagtatrabaho na age, ano dapat yung mga gagawin. So we have to keep them updated. Kailangan na tutulungan natin sila na papalawak yung kanilang kaalaman, lalo na pagdating sa rights, no, dun sa kanilang karapatan bilang para maging isang manggagawa o maging isang worker, at makatulong sa kanilang sa kanilang pamilya. Yung importante din nung yung maipakita yung good working relationship sana ng mga eskwela at ng mga organisasyon sa businesses, no? Paano natin pagtitibayin yung relationship na yon, yung linkage na yon, para pagka nakagraduate sila from schools, no, public school ba o private schools na na-train sila sa trabaho, meron silang mapupuntahan, no? Merong kukuha sa kanila para makapagtrabaho sila. Tapos sa government, no, dito talaga yung mas porsigido, no, yung sinasabi natin relentless commitment, no, na hindi tayo matatapos sa hanggang ganito na lang, andyan yung law, andyan yung hindi na isama dun sa emergent framework na naipakita namin kanina, pero importante yung framework. Importante yung framework na hindi lang tayo natatapos doon sa sinasabi natin parity model of employment, no? Importante na right-based yung ating pananaw sa kanilang pagtatrabaho, karapatan nilang magtrabaho. Kasi ngayon, yung nakikita natin kadalasan, di ba yung nabanggit nga ni Teacher Mai, no? Sige, bigyan kita ng trabaho kasi nakakaawa, or parang under lagi siya sa anong tawag dito, sa CSR, no? Corporate social responsibility, na dapat lumalayo tayo doon sa pananaw na gano'n, sa framework na gano'n. Kundi mas maging right-based yung framework na gagamitin natin kung ano ang mga susunod nating hakbang para mabigyan ng trabaho yung ating mga persons with Down syndrome.
Thank you very much.
Medyo
thank you very much, at alam kong napakayaman pa ng dokumentong ito, at sana maging open to the public yung findings para makita namin, may download namin sa website ng NORFIL yung research. But before we go to that, Ma'am Celia, magandang hapon po. Nakahingi tayo ng 10 minutes kay JM. Go ahead po.
Okay. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. This is a very interesting topic and actually close to my heart kasi transition po yung aking dissertation sa aking PhD.
Oh, si Ma'am Celia dapat din interviewin dito.
Oo.
Yun pong gusto ko lang sabihin, ang laki ho nung kino-combat natin na negative attitude di lamang ng external, ng society, ng mga grupo outside of the disability sector, kundi ng buong sosyedad. At kung minsan nga ho ay nagagaling pa sa sariling pamilya ng mga batang may kapansanan. So, yung una pong katanungan, para po doon sa, ang question ko lang pala, Ms. Landa, ito ba ay hindi pa naumpisahan na study? Naumpisahan na o meron ng findings? O ano po yung estado nitong study?
Ito na po yung pinapakita namin ngayon. Ito na po yung resulta ng aming study.
Pag-aaral.
May results na yung pinakita kaninang table?
Opo.
Yes,
Yun na po yung result.
That's the one already po.
Okay. Sana mas mahaba nga, no? Pero I think meron pa naman panahon si DJ Ron para i-explore yung mga aspects of the study. Gusto ko lang sanang itanong, did you get a chance to ask the persons with Down syndrome who have had experiences na nagkatrabaho na or nagtatrabaho ngayon, kung ano ba yung paano ba nila tinitingnan yung kanilang experience ng pagtatrabaho, how it has affected them. Gusto ba nila? Ano ba yung mga problema nito? At ano ba yung naidudulot nitong kaligayahan sa kanila? Yung may fulfillment ba sila nakukuha dito? May baka medyo komplikado tong sinusuot nating mga damdamin, ano. Pero I think the answers that we would get from them are yung straight from the heart. Kasi ito mga batang totoo nagsalita, yan na talaga, walang drama-drama yan. Meron po ba kayong ganun na nakuha sa mga batang ito? How do they look at their job experience? Maganda po ba o mahirap? Mahirap talagang for them, even with the training ng kanilang mga employers.
Okay, so to answer your question po, yes ma'am, no? Very rich, kaya nabanggit ko nga po kanina na we are very proud na talagang isinama namin, no, yung person with Down syndrome sa study. And for us, they are the primary group na pinagkunan namin ng mga sagot. No, so dito lumalabas nga, nabanggit ko kanina, may iba't ibang factors under sa person, sa individual attributes of the person with Down syndrome na lumabas sa pag-aaral. Nandito yung motivation, no? Gusto nilang magtrabaho kasi motivated sila to get their own income, yung monetary benefits ng trabaho, nakikita nila. Natutuwa sila dun sa positive feedback na nakukuha nila, yung appreciation na nakukuha nila from their coworkers. Na tulad din ng typical na tao, no? When you get recognized at work and you feel that you are part of the organization, yung pagiging occupied, yan, natutuwa sila dyan, motivation para sa kanila yan pagka nakikita nila or nakikita nila na nagugustuhan ng kanilang boss o kanilang mga coworkers yung trabaho ang ginagawa nila. Para sa kanila, masaya sila sa trabaho, no? Kasi yun po yung isa sa mga key questions namin sa kanila. Bakit ka masaya sa trabaho? O ano yung nakakapagpasaya sa iyo sa trabaho? They love being part of the group, no? Isa doon sa mga tinatawag na under sa abilities and qualifications na finding namin, lumabas doon na mas aligned sila pagka yung trabaho is kasama ng ibang tao. No? Pagka involved sa ibang tao, they're customer-centric or they're people-centric. Oo, so pagka meron silang mga trabaho na nakakabilo nila yung customers or meron pa nga yung mga
nakapag-serve ng tama, ano?
Tama, opo, no? Masaya sila sa ganyang mga trabaho. So that was a key factor for them na gusto nila yung trabaho nila kasi they interact with other people. Kaya yung isang recommendation na po namin is dapat lumayo na tayo doon sa framework na sheltered workshop or nakahiwalay ang trabaho nila. Dapat yung mga pinoprovide natin trabaho sa kanila ay integrated, no, in the community para meron silang pagkakataon to really communicate, interact with other people, no, with peers, with other people in the community, no? So, ano yung mga medyo nakakahinder, yung mga barriers para sa kanila, health conditions, no? Medical concerns, yung pagkalibo, nag-asthma daw sila, yung stamina nila, no? Yung weight gain, yan yung mga nakita natin naka-apekto sa kanila na hindi nila nasusustain yung trabaho. Kaya medyo nahihirapan din sila. No? So, yung mga minsan may mga accommodations na needed na hindi natutugunan ng tama ng kanilang mga employer. So, medyo may konting adjustment sila doon. So, yun.
Teacher Landa, dun sa experience na sa mga tinanong nyo mga employers, gaano katagal yung kanilang pwedeng ipagtrabaho na maayos pa yung performance? Meron bang
kadalasan, tinanong namin yan, yung ibang mga employers namin, ang sagot, kadalasan talaga nagsisimula sila sa halfway. No? Yung parang part-time na arrangement ng mga 4 hours. And then, yung iba sa kanila, they build up the stamina so that they can have a full 8-hour, work day. Pero kadalasan magsisimula, half day lang muna, no? Tapos ilang araw sa isang linggo, pag medyo mas kaya na nila, saka na-extend. No? So dito pumapasok yung sinasabi ng reasonable accommodations, no? Na titingnan mo bilang isang employer at saka yung mga job coach, halimbawa, dito din titingnan kung ano ba yung mas akma doon sa current status or current condition ng ating person with Down syndrome. No? So, sa umpisa ganoong nasisimula.
Sige, Ma'am Celia.
Yung mga batang with, young people and kids with Down syndrome, mas madali silang mapagod, di ba?
Yes.
Yes, opo.
Yeah.
At saka, the good thing with them is people pleaser, yung mga yan, di ba? Parang ang gusto talaga nila kasama mga tao. So, very favorable talaga sa kanila yung mga trabahong ang nakakasalamuha nila yung maraming tao, like in sales, yung mas gusto nila yan, Meron ba kayong kasama ba ng study ninyo kung ano yung preferred places to work?
Opo, nabanggit po namin kanina, yun nga, gusto nila yung mga customer-centric, na trabaho that will allow them to really interact with other people, no? So, katulad ng halimbawa, nag-a-assist sa customers, no?
Yes.
So, yun, yung mga gusto nilang trabaho. Kaya, meron kami isang participant na ang trabaho niya is nasa isang store, so nag-a-assist ng customers. Meron isa nasa isang school or university sa admission, no? So, nakaka-interact with other people na may mga inquiries. Meron kami isang participant na nagtatrabaho in a convenience store, no? So, mga ganyan po talaga, o kaya sa mga cafe or restaurant. No? Yan, so, yan yung mga gusto nila sa trabaho nila, yung nakakasalamuha, yung parang they feel part, they feel that they belong, no?
Nakakachika-chika.
Opo.
Correct.
Parang si Romel.
I'd like to add lang po to what
please,
Teacher
Teacher
Landa.
Maya.
When Ma'am Celia asked Teacher Landa what are basically the factors that really encourages the people with Down syndrome to work, I remembered also, and yun nga pinag-usapan namin ni Teacher Landa and si Miss Bing, na let's do away with the condition, and just look at them, and then we realize it's basically the same reason as to why we want to work. And one of the things that first came out, in fact, more than being customer-centric, nag-enjoy sila ng mga kahalubilo yung mga customers or with their colleagues or co-employees, one of their main reasons, basically, they want to help their family. Because as simple as, I love my parents, and my parents are sick, they're aging already, they need medicines, and allow me to contribute to just like what my siblings are doing also. They're contributing to the medicines. So there was one who really said na every time I get my salary, I make sure that a portion of it, I tell my mom and dad to get a portion of my salary and buy their medicines, get the medicines that they need. So lang kami, wow. And then there's another one also, although it will still take time, but her dream is, I'd like to contribute to the dream of my sister because my sister wants to build her house. So allow me to contribute to that. Kaya kami, wow.
Very magnanimous.
Yes, Ma'am Celia. Yeah.
Related to that, Teacher May, factor ba yung economic status sa pamilya, sa buhay, sa mga sagot mo?
Yes. Tama.
Oo, economic. Yes, because for one, correct me if I'm wrong also, Teacher Lanza, we made sure also that our respondents somehow represented the different socioeconomic
Strata,
status. Yeah. So it does have an effect also, no? Because for one is, in terms of we're talking of economics, no, and I'd like to relate it to what Teacher Landa said a while ago, no, the importance of having that proper education, no, matters a lot, no, it matters a lot that you have resources so that you make sure that your child, no, at such a young age with Down syndrome will be able not only to go to school but will be able to get the necessary therapy, specifically the PT, no, the speech, and then the OT, so that eventually, when they have those, the skills will be developed, through the help of these therapies and eventually going to the school, this will add on to them being employable, whether they come from a high income earning family or low income. It does it. And then another thing also, again, Teacher Lance, help me out here, if I will recall right, the results, some of them, I think, because they see the poverty that is happening within their family, no? Nakikita, naiintindihan nila. That's why one of our realizations also, we cannot underestimate also, no, na porket na, ay, naiintindihan niya ba yan talaga or what? But, somehow they have reached perhaps a certain level of maturity. So they understand if the family really is in a tight budget, no? And I recall there's one respondent, a person with Down syndrome, who said that dahil mahirap, allow me to contribute to the everyday expenses of the family. Because I remember there was one mom, isang nanay nagsabi na, open kami sa pamilya. Pag sinabi namin na, wala tayong pambili ng bigas, wala tayong pambili ng ng ulam ngayon, no? And because this adult kept on hearing those everyday concerns, okay? That pushed that adult to say, Nay, ano kaya magtrabaho kaya ako para makatulong ako sa inyo? Okay? So again, one of the realizations also here, especially kung may mga, alam ko may mga magulang na nakikinig ngayon, never underestimate, Huwag niyo sabihin na, may Down syndrome yun, hindi niyo naman naiintindihan eh. Parang no.
Tama.
They perfectly understand what the parents are going through, what the family is going through. They can pick it up. They may not be able to express themselves because that's one of the characteristics of Down syndrome. They have difficulty with their expressive language. But in terms of understanding, they can pick it up. If the family is, whatever the family is going through, they can pick it up. Naiintindihan ho nila.
Celia, one final. Yes. Karanil?
Gusto ko lang sanang pick up yung underestimation ng mga batang ito. Yung sinabi ni Miss Mai, that's true, no? Kasi because generally ang mga tao would are oriented to the impression na itong mga people with Down syndrome mababa yung IQ. Hindi sila talaga yung hindi sila nakakaakyat dun sa standard. And with that, they assume they equate intelligence with itong IQ, yung kanilang aptitude. Pero hindi ganoon yung emotional maturity nga nitong mga batang to, at saka yung sensitivity. Hindi mo pwede talaga i-underestimate. Hindi mo nakikita na yung observation nila ay tagos pala hanggang puso yan. And yung binibigay nila sa inyong serbisyo. Okay, sabihin na natin, yung other families may be using these people. Because alam nila, may maraming maraming bibigay ng trabaho. And we've seen many families, talagang they take advantage of their children with disabilities. Yun nga, siguro hindi naman nila gustong mangyaring ganun na lumabas sila sa mga tao na manggagamit, pero lahat ng pera ng bata binibigay sa kanila. And tinatanggap nila, they think na, di ba? Tinatanggap nila, they think na obligasyon ba yan ng bata na tumulong sa kanila? That's out of her pure heart. Hindi naman yun. Don't look at the value of these kids as contributors only. Pero ganun ang nangyayari. Yung for many people na hindi nga masyadong, so yun lang gusto ko lang sabihin.
Alright.
Minsan nalilihis tayo no, ng focus
Tama.
dito sa employability ng mga bata.
Okay.
Last question na po.
Time check.
Gusto ko
It's
lang
already
tanong.
4:10.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Sige.
Isa ho.
Sige, Ma'am Celia, please.
May negative, ano ba yung aspect na lumalabas sa mga employers in their employment of these persons with Down syndrome? Meron po bang negative na ayaw nilang nangyayari sa pag-employ nila ng mga bata ito?
Sige. Go ahead, Teacher Lance. Ba mga attitudes yan, no?
Oo, yung dito po lumalabas, no, and I guess this is also connected, no, with what you said, no, Ma'am Celia, na meron pa rin talaga kasing stigma, no, so lumalabas din dun sa study na kailangan din talagang pag-igtingin pa rin natin yung sinasabi ng education, no, enlightening, educating the public, the employer, kung ano ba yung mga kakayanan, abilities ng ating mga persons with Down syndrome, kasi lumalabas din yan, nakaka-apekto din talaga yung mindset, no, yung belief system, yung biases, no, meron pa rin mga ganyang aspeto in the workplace, no, kasama yan din sa mga lumabas sa workplace or employer factors natin, no, aspects of the workplace that affect the employability. So, syempre, meron pa rin mga ibang employees, co-workers, na iba ang tingin sa person with Down syndrome, no. So, doon papasok, no, not only for the employers, but the general public, yung sinasabi natin, and the families themselves. No, meron kaming job coaches na nag-mention na minsan, kadalasan, it's the families themselves who stigmatizes, no, who belittles, no, yung kakayanan ng ating mga person with Down syndrome. So, kailangan natin silang i-empower. Kaya nga, sinasabi, no, may sinabi nga si Professor Feliz, no, Bustos, when we presented also the results, no, this is a proof of concept, no, na merong pruweba na kaya i-employ ang ating mga person with disability. And this is parang it's a stepping stone to further look into it. Ano pa yung pwede natin gawin? Kung meron tayong mga persons with Down syndrome na nakakapagtrabaho ngayon, ano pa yung steps forward natin to continue to make this a reality? Not just for a few persons with Down syndrome, but for more and more and more of them, no? And across, yung across na determining, across different economic backgrounds, no? Na hindi natin bibigyan lang sana ng pagkakataon makapagtrabaho yung mga mas nakapag-aral sa private school, no? Sana dumating yung within our lifetime, dumating yung reality na kahit public school, nakapag-aral ang ating person with Down syndrome, magkakaroon siya ng pagkakataon, no, na makapagtrabaho dahil may capability siya, nakakuha siya ng intervention and all of this, no. So, so yun yung pinaka ating end goal for this goal.
Tama yan. But again, ako interesado sana sa coaches but of course, medyo hindi tayo pinalad ngayon sa ating oras. So 2 points na lang sa amin siguro bago tayo matapos. NORFIL, Karanil, ano po yung aabangan ng sektor ng Down syndrome pagkatapos ng mabunga at promising results ng research na ito?
Una, Dijeron, no, itong resulta ng research na to ay aking present noong nakaraan ng 5th, no, Asia Pacific CBID Congress in Cambodia. No, present ko siya.
Okay.
No, I think I will also be presenting this, no, in other international conferences. So una, no, ano ba yung abangan, no? Tulad ng unang research, no, ipapublish namin ito. No, both, no, meron tayong digital copy, no, at hard copy. So siguro after mga 3 months, no, makalabas na yung aming hard copy. And isa ka, no, sa mga padalhan namin, siyempre si Ma'am Celia padalhan din.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No? And we will conduct again, no, siguro baka by July, no, ipipresent natin ulit ito siguro sa malawakang audience at saka siguro baka mga 2 hours na para yung mga katanungan, no, na hindi dito na-discuss, mas ma-discuss doon, no, ng ating mga researchers, no. titiyakin din ng aming samahan na kung ano yung mga nakita at rekomendasyon ng ating mga tagapanaliksik ay gagawin yon ng NORFIL. At sana katuwang din natin ang ating mga ahensya ng gobyerno. Kasi sinasabi natin ni Ma'am Celia sa coalition na the state is the primary duty bearer. Yung timing din ngayon, di ba, DJ Ron, Ma'am Celia?
Yes.
Kasi nagkukonsultasyon daw ngayon ang NCDA regarding sa implementation ng CRPD. Memorandum ni DJ Ron, article, DJ Ron?
Ang
Anong
employment?
article nga yung employment?
Article 24.
Bukas pa yun, punta na kayo.
Sorry. Article 26 and 27.
Yes,
Unemployment.
yes.
24 is education.
Education,
bukas pa din.
correct. Bukas pa din.
So, yun siya, At saka sa panibagong proyekto ng NORFIL on Down Syndome, bibigyan namin ng bigat ang paggawa pa ng programa na nakatuon sa employability at saka siguro livelihood ng mga taong may Down syndrome kasama na ang kanilang mga magulang.
Alright.
So abangan kasi marami din ang umaasa
Of course. Isa na ako doon
kung ano ba ang resulta nito pagkatapos ng research ba nito, baka wala na rin mangyayari. So
tama.
Sisingilin daw nila yung NORFIL. So
dapat
singilin talaga. Kasama na rin siyempre yung aming donor, ang Leliani Fund at ang Board.
Right. Okay, thank you very much, Karanil. At maikli kay Teacher Mai at kay Teacher Landa kung sino gusto sumagot. Ano ho ang sasabihin natin sa gobyerno? May programa kami, sabi ng gobyerno. Katungkulan na ng mga magulang ninyo kung paano kayo tutulungan. Basta nandyan yung program, pwede namin kayong pautangin. Pero kayo na, yung mga magulang nyo na at kayo magtulungan para lalago yung puhunan ninyo. Parang gano'n, ipinapasa ng gobyerno sa magulang yung responsibilidad. Ano yung inyong mensahe doon? Maikli lang, can we do that? Can we hear one from Teacher Mai and Teacher Landa, please?
Okay, go ahead, Teacher Landa.
Okay. Siguro po para sa akin, kailangan mas ating palakasin yung ating mga PDAOs, kasi supposedly na for each. Kasi lumabas sa ating study, yung sinasabi ng service delivery, nakatuon na talaga, nakababa na talaga, devolved na sa ating mga local government units, yung pagbigay ng mga servisyo para sa ating mga pamilya, ng mga may kapansanan. So, siguro po, dito talaga pumapasok na hindi kasi kakayanin ng ibang magulang kung sila lang. So, dito papasok yung information, dissemination, yung training sa mga magulang, yung tamang paggabay, kung ano ba ang business. Hindi po enough talaga kung bibigyan lamang ng kapital. Kailangan matutuluan din natin sila kung halimbawang small business ba ang gagawin, paano sisimulan ng tama. At hindi lang yung pagsimula ng tama, paano i-maintain. Kasi pag sinabi din natin employability, hindi lang yung paghahanap ng trabaho, yung pagpasok sa trabaho, kundi yung pag-maintain ng trabaho, kasama po yun. So kung whether it's in a supported employment environment, competitive employment ba yan, or business ba yan, kasama po yun. So kailangan medyo mas holistic yung ating approach. Dapat, doon nga sa pinakita nating emergent framework, kung titingnan nyo, gear sila. Pag gumalaw yung isa, gumagalaw lahat. Interconnected po ang lahat. At the end of the day, yun po yung pinaka-gist at pinaka-mensahe ng study. Everything is interconnected. All the sectors, all the groups are interconnected. There needs to be synergy among all these groups para po maging successful yung kanilang pagiging employed, pagkakaroon ng business o kung anumang livelihood.
Alright, thank you very much po sa napakagandang episode natin ngayon. Tamang-tama sa Labor Day. We also would like to thank Resources for the Blind for hosting us this afternoon. Nandito po kami sa RBI at salamat din sa magandang 3 days na workshop na ginawa dito tungkol po sa audio description. Ito ay napakalaking tulong din sa employment sapagkat pag alam ng mga blind and visually impaired Filipinos, maraming impormasyon na makakarating sa kanilang lahat. Sa pahuli po ay sinasabi po sa Biblia na ang mga tamad daw o ang ayaw magtrabaho ay walang karapatang kumain. It's in the Bible, it's in the New Testament. Kaya tayo po sa pamahalaan, wag nating pigilan ang ating mga Pilipinong may kapansanan, ang Pilipinong may Down syndrome, at yung Filipinos with disabilities in general, wag hadlangan ng nasa pamahalaan ang pagkakataon na binibigay ng Panginoon na lahat tayo ay pwedeng magtrabaho. Ang ayaw magtrabaho, walang karapatang kumain. Pero kung ayaw tayong pagtrabahuhin, siguro naman hindi tayo kasali doon at pakakainin pa rin tayo. So ang gobyerno po, huwag tayong maging hadlang sa pagiging disente ng buhay ng lahat ng Pilipino. Kasali po ang Pilipino may kapansanan at yan po ay sa pagbibigay ng disente at marangal na hanap buhay. Ito po si DJ Ronnie, sa ngalan ng buong pangkat, lahat ng kasali sa InkluNasyon. Ang aming core, si Miss Mitch, sa lahat na naghihirap dito sa InkluNasyon, maraming salamat po. Keep on smiling, keep on counting your blessings, and remember, inklusyon, InkluNasyon, now na!